Today we're going to teach you, hands down, the best way to grill corn on the cob. And this recipe comes from our friend Alex. You want to start by cutting the corn into about inch or inch and a half thick medallions. You got to make sure you're careful with your fingers when you're doing this. Next, you're going to take a Ziploc gallon-sized bag and put in about 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil. We're using olive oil, but you can use a different kind of oil like canola oil, depending on how much corn you're making. For 4 cobs, we're going to do about 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of oil. And next, you want to put in some salt, and this is to taste. It just depends on how salty you like your corn. We're also going to put in some pepper to give it a little spice. I like to put some garlic powder, just a bit. I like mine spicy, so put in a little bit of paprika. And now you just want to put in the corn that you've cut up into the bag. Let all the air out before you seal it. And make sure it all gets spread around like that. Now when you see that the color of all the pieces of corn are about the same, you know it's been evenly distributed and it's ready to go on the grill. This grill right now is pretty hot, but you can really do this on high or medium heat. It just will take longer. So with corn, it's important just to watch it and make sure that you watch the color. When you see it getting dark, pull it off. Here we go. Well, the great thing about this method is that when you cook the whole cob, it's not as even, but with smaller pieces like that, it's a lot easier to get it cooked even and then turn it in time and adjust as necessary because you're working with smaller pieces. You want to make sure you leave space between the pieces of cob so that the heat can get through and cook it evenly. Alright, we're going to flip now. You can see it's cooking pretty well. And what we'll have to do is cook it on this side and then briefly place it on this side. These have been cooking 5 minutes per side now, again on pretty high heat, and at this point they're actually ready on high heat. But if you like a little char on the side of your corn, like some people do, you can put it on its side and just give it, 1 or 2 minutes per side max, and make sure you don't overdo it so it doesn't end up coming out uneven. But otherwise, they're ready to eat at this point. We're now going to take these off. We've been turning them a little bit for a couple minutes, but again, not necessary because they're fully cooked with a delicious flavor of the oil and the spices we put in.